Hi FlashTube, it's Diane. I thought I would do another update video. Thank you all the nice comments about my co-host last video. Yes, if he doesn't sleep in Mama's bed, he doesn't sleep, and we need him to take a nap. Yes, you are taking a nap. So, I have some progress to show and a new start. I haven't really been, oh, he might wake up. I really haven't been in the mood to do a lot of stitching, but I have been doing some quilting. So I thought I would show that first. Oh, I thought I had the picture out, I'm sorry. Hey Bubba. This one is called Perseverance. I had it folded so I couldn't show you the picture. And it is this one. These are little, they're by Primitive Gatherings. This is called Perseverance. So there's these little pieces. Just a minute. There we go. Co-host, bedhead and everything. And I have one, I'm going to make all three, but I have one of them complete. Except for the white, let me show you here. Okay, that was made entirely out of scraps that I have. So this white here, here, and here, that's wool felt, and I do have the wool felt. I think I'm going to do this one first. Either the eagle or the anchor. And do one of those first, and then give you all the templates. I've never done that type of applique before, so it's a new thing for me. But I have one done, and then I have all the bits cut out, because in this pattern, they give you a little template. Yeah, they give you the template that you can use, and you cut out your pieces by Primitive Gatherings. primitivegatherings.com. Helps if I put it up the right direction. And that's not going to work either. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys to read it. Primitivegatherings.com, I believe, is the website. I'll try and put it below. I'm sorry, primitivegatherings.us. But they had it, and this came with the pattern. So I just used this, and all the fabrics, except for the wool felt, scraps. I have all these scraps of blues and whites and reds, and that's all they are. If you look, I have some batiks, some plaids, chevrons, some blueberries. Or no, those aren't blueberries. Those are probably like boysenberries. I have some cherries, some Christmas fabrics in here. I have some flag fabric. So yeah, this is all scraps. And then what, I'm going to put the white on here. I'm going to go to my quilt shop and ask for some help just to make sure I do it right. And because this is cotton, and you put the wool on the cotton. And I've never done anything with wool except wear it. So, and then you go back and you trim off these points. But I don't want to do that until I have all three sewn, because I want these three to hang on my wall, and I want them all the same size, so, or as close as humanly possible to get them the same size. So that's the one project. I've had them cut for a while, but doing all those little itty bitty, it does wear on you, I will admit. But that was one quilt. And then another quilt, I have the picture for this one out. No, it's not there. Here it is. This one, Tumbling Triangles. This is by Studio 180. And I'll put their, please don't, and I'll put their website below. Yeah, Studio 180 Designs. Deb Tucker. She's the one that does a lot of different quilting tools and templates. And so this is part of it. So you make a bunch of these units here, and you pair them with background units in different ways to get that effect. And then this is a setting triangle. So it's a quilt that, instead of square in a row. You do squares in a row, but you do them on point, on an angle, so you have those setting triangles. This is the same type of technique I did on the Civil War quilt for my grad last year. So this is for my grad this year. The quilt that I had started for him before, I am going to finish it someday. It's just, I don't know. I'm thinking I'll instead of doing a full queen size, I'll do like a large throat for him. And then this one, yeah, this one. I have to open this one up. So I have this one. And if you look, hold on, I got it. So here is one block, okay? There are 5 pieces in a block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you turn the blocks and you get kind of that crazy quilt effect. What I'm going to do, and I'm getting books from the library to figure out how to do this, I want this to look like a crazy quilt. So I'm getting books from the library on crazy quilt stitches guide type of thing. And you know all those fancy stitches on your machine that you never use, you just know they're there? I'm thinking that might look kind of cool in some fun thread colors to quilt it. So essentially I'm going to put a backing, a batting, you sew all around except for a gap, turn it, sew the gap shut, and then do the crazy quilting on it. Again, I've never done that before. This is a large lap. This is mine. Me. Mom's. So when it's out there, the kids are not to touch it. Because every blanket I put out in the family room smells like dirty teenage boys' feet. No matter how many times I wash it, this is not going to get that treatment. But it's beautiful fabric. I had the sheet. It was a layer cake where you had 42 10-inch squares, sometimes multiples, so there are multiples. But you could see there's flowers on this dark navy, there's flowers here on this black, the butterflies, this purple speckle, the butterflies on teal. I love this one with the gold. And that's also over here in the blue. And yeah, so this one is going to be mine. And I'm going to hang it back there, so hold please. Okay, so what is 6 blocks wide, 7 blocks tall, and they're 8-inch finished blocks. And that's from a Crazy Quilt grid. Essentially you lay these templates on a 10-inch square. You can do it with strips and scraps, and they tell you how to do that, but I use the 10-inch squares, and you cut out the pieces and then you just mix up the pieces. So that gives you kind of the overall feel of it. So it'll be a nice lap size quilt when I'm done. And so there's really no picture to show. And then this one I showed, got this in Rochester. And I have all the backing done. So again, I have to go to the quilt shop and I'm ready to do the felt. To be honest, it kind of scares me, intimidates me a little bit, the wool felt. I'll get it done because I want that done to hang up this winter on my wall. So let's see, I haven't been stitching a lot because of that. What else have I been doing? I'm doing a lot of quilting, homeschooling, planning home improvement projects, you know, life. But I did go to stitch night last August 2nd, and then the next one will be the last Friday of the month. It's fun. It's fun to go and just stitch and have fun. So a little bit of haul, and then I'll show my whips. So this is April, May, and June. So now I have the first half of the year. I'm just going to slowly collect these over time. And then for my birthday, I ordered Queen Bee, Miss Queen Bee, Miss Honey Bee. And I went to Joann's to get the floss, and they were out of some of the flosses, but I'm getting these kitted up for floss, and I have plenty of fabric. Don't mess with those, please. Well, then I also ordered this one, Pearl of the Orient Seas. And with the gift certificate my friends gave me for Fiberlicious Fabrics, this is what I'm going to be using. Blew Me Away 32 count Belfast. A fat quarter. I think she's going to look gorgeous on there. And I actually bought the flosses for her. I think I have all of them but maybe one. But chances are in my stash I do too. So this is going to go on here because I'm going to start her sooner than later. And then Aquamarina has been on my wish list for a while, so she came along. I ordered those through Marie at Just Add Needles on Facebook. I encourage you to be part of her group. Or, I can't remember if it's I think it's a specific group, or maybe it's just a shop page. But nice person to buy Mira patterns. She has other designers too, Bella Filipina, but she has other designers. I thought she had some Plum Street and Blackbird and a lot of things. And she's really nice. Again, her name's Marie and it's Just Add Needles. I'll link it below. I also received part 11 of the series from Crazy Annie. Autumn Dream. This reminds me of Cinderella and her carriage, excuse me. It's almost tempting to put a couple swirls in there and look like wheels. That's what it reminded me of. I don't do Halloween stitching, but this I like this a lot. I like the colors. So one more and then that series will be complete. And then I have to start actually stitching them. When I ordered the fabric for Pearl of the Orient Seas, I also ordered this one, Chocolate Mudslide, 36 count. I had ordered this one for Sunrise by Rosewood Manor.
No.
The picture online is a lot lighter than this, so I think this might be too dark. But those bees would look nice on here. Miss Bee, Miss Honeybee, and Miss Queen Bee. So it's not going to go to waste. But I couldn't find the fabric of the month last time, Garden of Dreams. I have this in a larger piece. It's a beautiful green, pinkish, purplish. I get mine 32 count, roughly 13 by 17. And then for August, it's Pressed Petals. These pinks and purples and grays. Really pretty. I have to figure out what to do on that. So, let's talk whips, shall we? When I ordered the fabrics from Fiberlicious, I also ordered this piece. And let me get the label. Because it's always nice, even though I hope to say it correctly, it's nice for you guys to see the name. Once in a Blue Moon. This is 36 count and it's a fat quarter, and I'm stitching for the Rosewood Manor sale that the Sunshine Stitchers are having. Sunset. This is stitched on Banshee by Stephanie. Don't. And so I thought that this Once in a Blue Moon would look good, and then I threw the pretty threads. They're all here. They're all Weeks threads. Now Weeks doesn't come pre-cut, which to be honest kind of annoys me, but it's I do like stitching with Weeks. So what I did is they're roughly 5 yards, and so I cut them in yard lengths because I'm using one strand over 2 threads. No touch, please. But these are just beautiful colors, and I think they'll look just beautiful on this fabric. I am starting in the center, so I'm starting on this medallion here, and then branching out. I think the bands will go faster than the medallion. Forgive me. Oh, my allergies are going nuts this year because it's been so wet here. Anyway, yeah, I thought that Chocolate Mudslide would work for Sunrise, the companion piece to this one, or this is the companion piece to that one. I just think it's going to be too dark, so I'm going to have to find a different piece of fabric. But I don't have that one all kitted up. My friends graciously kitted this up for me except for the fabric, but they did give me a gift certificate for the fabric, so I was able to pick my colors. It's nice to have friends like that. And they are the nicest ladies. Nicest ladies. Some of them are going through some significant health challenges right now, and praying for them, but they kitted this all up, the pattern and the threads. And some of the threads you need multiples of, and that was all included. Thank you, bud. So I will just slowly kit up Sunrise, and then when that one's done, stitch Sunrise. But what else have I been stitching on? I have been stitching on Miss Black Swallowtail by Nora Corbett. Can you hold that up, please? Nope, got it upside down. Okay, let's turn it this way. So just like this. Like that. There you go. I'll show your dirty fingernails. He's a boy. It happens. I'm stitching this on 28 count Banshee. Or no, not Banshee. I'm sorry. 28 count Rubius by Picture This Bliss. Where I put that down. Thank you. And here is where I'm at. I think last time I had just a little bit done here, but here is what I've been able to stitch. It's all the 310 black right now. But I think it's just, on this fabric, it looks absolutely amazing. This was a fabric when I went to San Antonio last year for the retreat. I held up this fabric and I said, if you don't want that, I will take it. And this is the piece I chose to stitch on it. So I have been stitching on her. It's okay. It's okay. It's not going to fall. And the other piece is my family tree. I have all the cottages done. I have not started on the center tree yet, but I do have all the cottages done. So I wanted to show that. 36 count flax. And so here it is. And I didn't have this one done here last time I showed you. And I actually got that done July 31st. Somehow I got it done. I didn't claim it for Stitch from Stash because Facebook wasn't letting me edit. And I had posted a few days before, so I'll claim it in August. But this is my co-host's square right here. No. That's his. But I have all 16 cottages done. I'm still going to fiddle with the dates so they're more readable because a couple of them, they're hard to read. So I have a couple of different ideas and I just haven't tried them yet. So now I need to work on that center tree, which I think only has, 6 colors in it altogether. A couple different browns, several different greens, and the words and the hearts. So that one I'm going to have done by the end of the year. Looks like I'm going to make my deadline. So, what has been going on? What have we been doing? We had new doors put on, so now we have new doors, and someone he's not strong enough to open the doors. Bummer. He'll figure it out soon enough. Yes, you will. And he went to the dentist, and his tooth that he knocked out, there's still part of it in there, but no infection, all good. He doesn't like having fingers in his mouth. He doesn't like having the brush in his mouth, but it's life. But so he was okay to go, and he's like, oh yeah, Mom, let's go. And then he walks in the door, and he's like, oh, Mom, I know what this place is. I don't want to be here. He didn't throw a fit, thankfully, but he was really good. But this week, I can tell I've been stitching it, thread all over me. This week everybody else goes to the dentist, and my husband had his latest infusion on the new schedule, and he had a mild reaction. Not sure what's going on there. So Benadryl knocked it down right away. So that was good. Aside from that, it's been pretty quiet, which I'm okay with that. We've started homeschooling again, mainly because the kids are bored and getting in trouble. But we take pretty much all of November off for hunting, and we take most of December off for Christmas. So yeah, it all evens out. It all evens out. Yeah. So who have I been watching? I've been watching the Sunshine Stitchers and Liz and Deb from Country Stitchers. Yeah, those are who I've been watching. So I did want to say one more thing before somebody moved all my stuff. Where did you put it? Did you put it there? No. End of my last video, I mentioned the people for the giveaway that I had the previous one. And I haven't heard from Miss E.F. Bauer, Sonata. So if you can email at mondotstitches.gmail.com your snail mail address, I can get this out to you. And Annie Vin 23, the Summer Garden by Country Cottage Needleworks. So if you can give me your snail mail address. Kristen, I know you gave me your snail mail. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get it in the mail. It's sitting right here staring at me. So I have your address and I'm getting ready to send it to you. But E.F. Bauer and Annie Vin 23, please let me know. I'll try, this week is crazy again. I'll try and contact you through your comment also, but just email me and we'll get it in the mail. Is that it? What are we going to do this month? We've had 3 birthdays so far this month. My oldest daughter, baby 4, and baby 6. So, and then in the month we have baby 9. So, yeah. That's it. I'm going to keep working on the Rosewood Manor piece and just kind of whatever calls to me. My family tree isn't calling to me right this second. I have a feeling when it does, then I'll just get that tree done. But I say bye-bye. We'll let y'all go. Thank you for watching and subscribing and liking and all the things. Wait, just wait. He knows the button. But I thank you all for being part of this community and supporting all of us and commenting. And I look forward to your videos and talking to you all probably in a couple weeks.